Well, hey y'all, and welcome to the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. I'm Susan, your hostess, and we're here today doing a collaboration with Mountain Grandma and the Budget Preppers. It's called My Home Apothecary, and I have trouble saying apothecary, and I was surprised I could say that. I'm going to start this out with a medical disclaimer, and then I'm going to tell you about the giveaway, and then we're going to get into all this stuff that I've got sitting around me. Now, most people are just showing you one product. I'm going to show you several things that I have collected. I have used some things for a while now, and I'll let you know about that in a minute. My medical disclaimer says that I am not a doctor. This information is not intended or implied to be a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or for treatment. All content contained in this general information is for general information purposes only. This channel makes no representation and assumes no responsibility for the accuracy of the information referred to in this video. You are encouraged to confirm any information and review all information regarding any medical condition or treatment with your physician or naturopathic doctor. And I will add on to this my kitchen, my rules. What I do in my kitchen is what I do. What you do in your kitchen is what you do. And I am not responsible for what you do in your kitchen, and you're not responsible for what you do in mine. There is prizes. There's going to be a giveaway on September the 8th at 6 p.m. live. You want to make sure you're there. A lot of great prizes. That's 6 p.m. Eastern time. And I want to tell you one phrase that I absolutely go by. Food can be your medicine, or it can be your poison. You choose. I had to read that, y'all. So let me get that out of the way. I'm going to start out by telling you that I have purchased some books, and you can find them online. They're all by Rachel Weaver, M.H., and this is an Amish-made or a Mennonite-made book. Let me get it out of the bag because I forgot to do that before this started. I think they're $25 online a piece. There's actually 4 books. I've only got 3 of them. Well, I'm having trouble getting it out of the paper. So this is called Be Your Own Doctor. And there's her family on the back. It's an information guide to herbal home health care. And so she's got all kinds of things that you can do that is natural and maybe save you some money in the long run in this first book. And she talks about antibiotics and different things in the back. And she gives you a list of supplies that you might need on hand. Very, very handy book to have. I highly recommend this series. You can write to Share a Care Publications and receive a copy, I'm sure. And I'll also list the ISBN numbers in the description box below the video if you're interested in it. Get rid of the bag. I don't need that. This second book I have already used. It has helped me. It's called Be Your Own Doctor 2. And again, she has everything written out for you to help you with different conditions. She also gives you some homemade recipes for natural cleaners, among other things. And that's the front cover. And there is her and her husband on the back cover. The third book is for pediatric care, and I don't have any small children, so I opted not to buy that book, although I may want to get it just because it's got so much vital information in it. And then the third, or the last book, is called Backyard Pharmacy, and it says Weeds That Heal. And so this lists a bunch of different weeds and what they're used for. And I'm already recognizing some of them. I'd love to get comfrey growing at my house and a few others. Talks about chickweed and calendula and so many other things and what you can use them for. So this is the front cover. I'm not going to show you the back because it's the same as the other book. But isn't that a pretty little baby on the front? I wanted to share those books with you because I think it's very important that we have something that we can lay our hands on and not go to the internet to look up. Sometimes these are going to be, sometime in the future, these are going to become vital because you can actually look at a book when we may not have internet or we may not have electricity to even use the internet. On this side, I have teas. And so not too long ago, I made a golden milk spiced tea that I drink. It's got turmeric in it, and turmeric is really good for pain, arthritic pain, and different types of pain. So I liked having this on hand. You don't have to go to the store and buy your tea. You can actually, you don't have to make your own teas. You can go to the store and buy them. This one is for diabetes. It's a blackberry and cinnamon balanced tea to help balance your sugar levels. And that one's by Bigelow. And then hibiscus is really good for you too. I don't remember everything about it, but this is Newman's Own elderberry and hibiscus. So this would be something I would take if I was getting sick, more than likely. Peppermint tea for the upset tummy is another tea that you might be able to pick up at the store, or you can have peppermint growing in your yard, dry it yourself, and have tea on hand. I talked about these. This is colt's foot. This is a colt's foot leaf tea. I would use this very, very sparingly. There's a lot of mixed reviews on using colt's foot. And you want to use it very sparingly, but this would be something for maybe a sore throat or cold where you have a cough. I recently purchased these two together. This is slippery elm. It kind of looks like wood shavings, y'all. It's from an elm tree. Slippery elm tree. And this is comfrey root. And I purchased a little ball to put my tea in. These were used for bacterial colitis. I couldn't take the medications that the doctors were giving me. I was getting deathly ill from them. So I chose an alternate route, and this helped my system. So the comfrey root and the slippery elm was used following her directions in her book, the Dr. 2 book, for colitis. And this helped clear up the colitis along with having to eat beans. Now, I filled up this ball. Each side holds 1 tablespoon. So 1 tablespoon of the comfrey root, 1 tablespoon of the slippery elm. I would steep it, and then I poured it into a jar and filled it up with water and made 1 quart. And I would sip on this throughout the day, and it really did help. You may not have the same results that I would have, but you never know until you try something. This one is a new one to me. I haven't really looked it up yet, but it's a fruit blend, lavender lemon tea. It just sounded really, really refreshing. It has apples, lemon peel, lemongrass, hibiscus, rose hips, vanilla, lavender flowers, and white chocolate inside that. And so that's a tea I'm looking forward to trying. Then I actually did purchase some rose hips. You may be able to get rose hips right off of your rose bushes if they've not been treated with any kind of pesticides. So that is all of the teas. I'm going to move over to this side, and we're actually going to get into some medicinals that you might actually have in your cabinet already. One I'm starting with would be honey. Honey is nature's antibiotic. It's an antifungal, antibacterial, among many, many other things, and it tastes so good. So you want a raw, local honey somewhere within 50 miles of your home. It's really good for people that have sinus allergies. So this would be something that you might want to have on your pantry shelf. We raise turmeric in our garden, and this is ground turmeric. Turmeric, again, is for pain. It will relieve your pain. I can sprinkle about a teaspoon of this on my potatoes or just about any vegetable or meat and get the benefits of this. Oregano is another good one, and I'm sure there are many, many more in my pantry shelf, but I didn't want to bring out too many and make the video too long. Oregano, again, has so many health benefits. Y'all look these up. I'm not going to tell you all the health benefits, but look them up because they are very, very good. This is a very strong antibiotic right here, oregano. We go to our Amish community, and I'm thankful for that because every day I take elderberry syrup and I take raw honey with raw purple onion. That's what that is. I make this every month. I make a new batch every month. I either slice or chop up my red onion. Red onion has quercetin in it, and it will help your lungs function better, and you will be able to expel all that phlegm and everything, and it keeps the viruses from sticking, and so does this. This keeps the viruses from sticking, and this does too, but this goes a little bit further. It acts like an expectorant. I also keep on hand a medicinal oregano oil. I allow this to sit out on my counter with the oregano leaves in it until it infuses. And then I strain it off and I put it in a dark, cool cabinet. You want to keep these in a dark, cool cabinet. These last two, the elderberry and the raw honey, I keep in my refrigerator. I'll tell you more about that in just a moment. So this is a medicinal garlic honey. This also has antibiotic properties. Garlic and onion both act as an antibiotic when you mix it with the honey. And so I keep this in a cool, dark cabinet. I don't want to keep this one in the refrigerator. These are fermented. Both of these are fermented. This one is fermented because I have allowed it to infuse. So why do I keep this one out and the other one in? I allow this to sit out on my counter for 24 hours when I first make it to get the bacteria working, the enzymes breaking down, and so forth. Then I put it into the refrigerator with the onion in there and allow it to sit in my refrigerator for a week or two, or maybe a month, until all that quercetin and all the good enzymes in the honey, in the onion, has been filtered into my honey. Then I will strain off the onions. I can use them to cook with, and I have a beautiful raw onion and honey syrup. I take 1 tablespoon of this twice a day, along with the elderberry. I take 1 tablespoon of that twice a day. Smaller children, you would probably give very, very little. You do not want to give honey products to children under a certain age. You want to be sparing with the elderberry with children as well. The reason I do this is because I have autoimmune diseases. This helps my lungs. After having covovo pneumonia and nearly dying from it, I want everything I can do to help boost my immune system. That's why I started this road. I hope that you have enjoyed this. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. And I will also leave below the playlist so that you can go check out the playlist and go check out all these wonderful channels that's involved in this. There's so many channels. I think there's 27 so far. Um, I don't know if she's going to go any further with that, if she's going to have, a couple more channels join in. I hope she does, because there's so much information out there that we can glean from this collaboration. It is My Home Apothecary, and it is hosted by Mountain Grandma and the Budget Preppers. Remember, the live giveaway is September the 8th at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. So y'all make sure that you are there, present, so that you can win some wonderful, wonderful prizes. And y'all, Rachel Weaver, these books are like gold to me. I cannot get over how well they're written. She has a wealth of knowledge, and she's sharing it with the world through these books. So check them out. Be blessed, everybody.